seed to tree and how to grow your business. My name is Jimena Gonzalez, and I'm an account manager in our offices in San Francisco. As an account manager, I have been working with a lot of partners in Latin America, and we together have been learning about how to grow your business. There is not a magical formula, but I try to organize my learnings in some ideas. I have OCD, and I try to organize everything in different processes. So for our magical formula, we have first, learn, second, brand, and third, grow. Learn is the base of start any project or any business. You need to learn what you are going to sell. In Odoo, we use our internal tools to educate our new employees. So I invite you to go to our e-learning platform in odoo.com/slides, where you can have the same training that we have as a new employees. Also, I encourage you to have your own training program, like a month program that you can have a weekly training with 4 or 5 modules that you will work on that with your team, and they can not also just study them, also implement them and do a demo for you every week, so you make sure that they are doing progress. While you go through this platform, I encourage you to log in with your name and your password so you can keep track of whatever you have been studying. The second tool that we can and we use most of the time is our YouTube channel. We have channels in different languages, and we use this as an incredible tool to talk about the new features, the updates, and specific topics from the specific modules. We also use our webinars, which are amazing when you have specific questions in one topic. I highly recommend you as a partner to enjoy the webinars and also to learn from other partners that do webinars in their own YouTube channels. The third tool that I recommend you to learn how to grow in Odoo is not only the functional part, now is the partnership. And for this, we create the partnership knowledge base, which is a specific access that you have as a partner, where you can find different tools, not only presentations or videos. We have formats, and we have different tools that you can use to organize your business and to do great presentations and to do great proposals for your clients. And now it's time to implement whatever you already learned. So my expertise showed me that the first implementation that you should do is your internal licenses, your internal licenses for your own company. Remember that as a partner, you have a discount for your own licenses, and this is when you have the opportunity to implement and make mistakes. This is when you can learn what is missing, what else do you need to learn, what else do you need to study. Also, in countries when we don't have the localization from Odoo, this is the point when you need to go and look for the localization. So you can go to our app store and search for options there, or you can get in contact with your account manager and see if they can put you in connection with other partners that already have the localization in that specific country. Now that we have the functional learning, now that we did the implementation, it's time to get certified. And this, for me, is the last part of this learning cycle, where you can have access to the certification. A couple months ago, we launched the sample test, where you have a couple questions, and you get familiarized with the type of questions that we have, the timing, and at the end, what we suggest to you is make this as a process for your selling people, and this is the last step of that selling process, to be certified and to pass the certification. So until this point, we have been talking about learn. And this is the main, like the seed that you need in order to grow. Now it's time to brand yourself and brand your company. How many of you are marketing experts? I'm sure that less than 10%. So here we're going to talk about some ideas that can help you to improve your marketing inside your company and how to make this, convert this into leads and proposals. Do you know that people spend in average 15 seconds in one website? If you don't catch the attention of that person in those 15 seconds, you can lose this specific lead. So what we have been working as a brand is to create a brand asset tool where you can find all the logos, the colors, the fonts that we use for our brand, and then you can adopt part of this on your own brand. The idea is that you keep your own brand, but also that you make small adaptations so people can recognize your brand and associate that with Odoo. Before you start your website, make sure that you build a strong brand, and then you can actually make and talk about this in your website. So this is a great example of one of our partners' website. As you can see, this partner in the first screenshot has his logo, but also he is talking about that he's a Odoo partner, and he mentioned Odoo at least 3 times. This also helps not only so people know that you are a partner, but also helps in the SEO. So this will bring you more leads naturally when people search in Google. Try to be really clear on the approach that you have in your processes when you have new clients. Don't extend that much the test, and try to be really specific on the type of services that you have. So this is a real case that I would like to share with you. There is this company that sells jams. They have 24 SKUs in the shelf. And one day they did a trial. So they put the 24 flavors in front. People walked through. 60% of the people that walked through stopped and tried the jam. But just 3% of the people bought one can. The day after, they realized that maybe they offer a lot of options. Next day, they kept the 24 SKUs in the shelf, but that day they just show to test 6 of the flavors that they have. That day, the sales increased 30%. The conversion rate increased 30%. So what I want to talk about this is don't be that extent on don't give that so many options in your website, because people can get confused. Try to be specific to the topic, and then you can do all the explanations when you have the contact one-on-one with the client. So the last research that we have about the transformation or the retention of clients, this is a specific case for the Q1 of 2020, shows that the highest conversion for clients is through referrals. 3% is the conversion with referrals. 2.5% is through the website or email campaigns, and just 1.7% is through social media. So in this case, I would like to give you some ideas of what you can do to work on the main areas that has more conversions. The first one is the referrals. And we have a great source for references in our Odoo list partners. So make sure that you are published. Make sure that the title, the text that you have there, it's good, that represent your brand, that says exactly what you do. Make sure that all the clients that you have are there in your references. Also, make sure that you offer your apps in our Odoo App Store, so people also can get references from there. The second highest conversion rate is from emails. And this is when I encourage you to use our new modules. We have a great email marketing module that you can use. Use not only the contacts that we give you with our leads. You have a great list of contacts. Remember that you don't work alone. You have a team, and that team also connect with more people. Try to make a big list of people that you know and try to send emails to them so you can get better leads. And last but not least, social media. The conversion in social media is just 1.3%, but it's also a good font not only to bring clients, but also to create a strong brand. So make sure that your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Twitter breathes the brand, that you have communication about that you are an Odoo partner. Mention Odoo a lot. Repost our own post. Create your own post. Make blogs. Just that people can see that you are part of the Odoo community and that you are a partner. Something really small but super easy to do is to change your signature. In your signature, not only talk about your company, but says the name of your company, Odoo, partner, and maybe a link. This will help you also to construct more leads. Remember that 60% of the deals that we close every month come from leads that you as a partner bring. So don't rely only on the leads that Odoo brings to you. And now it's time to grow. You have the functional learning and you have a good brand that is going to support and now it's time to look for clients. So when we talk about clients, we talk about sales. We have our prospects. After we have our prospects, we need to do our demo, then set a good proposal, and finally close. To get our leads, our prospects, as we mentioned before, we have different places to find them. We have email marketing, we have web mentions, we have blogs, we have contacts, the SEO on our website, the apps that you can post on the App Store, your social media. Make that list of contacts, but not only have them, reach them, call them. I know to make cold calls is really hard, but it's a great way to get demos, because at the end, that is what we need. Odoo is not a product. Odoo is a service. And the only way that people can try Odoo is to see their own processes in Odoo. So try to book demos with all your clients. Try to book your account manager also to participate in those demos. My trick here is first to start with the module that is the main issue for that specific company. So if the person that I'm talking to is the accountant, I will start with accounting. Or if the person, the decision maker that is in this meeting is the sales manager, for sure I will start with CRM and sales. So the idea is that we can talk the language that they want, that we can talk about a flow of the processes that they have and start with the specific module that they want. And for sure, after a presentation, you need to send a clear proposal. When we talk about a clear proposal, it's important to talk, there are two types of clients, small clients and big clients. For small clients, I suggest you to do the closest you can to the out-of-the-box solution. Educate your prospects in what is nice to have and what is a must. And see if those that are must are covered by the out-of-the-box. If you are the closest you can to out-of-the-box, it's going to be an implementation that you can host SaaS, which means that it's going to be a cheaper implementation because you don't have to pay for the cloud. And for sure, this will help the company to take the decision, because at the end, when our small companies, they always talk about money. But even if it is a small company, try to be clear on the proposal. I talk to my partners and I always say, try to send a Gantt diagram where the client can see what are the modules, what are the stages, how are you're gonna work in this specific module, what week you are going to work on that, what are the resources that are going to work on that specific week. So if the PM is working or the developer is working that specific week, so they see where is their money going. And also, I encourage you to use some templates that we have available in our partnership knowledge. Remember, the good presentation, the clear presentation, the structure, the dates, the money per stage, that will help you to send a better proposal, and at the end, people will take an easiest decision. I want to quote Steve Jobs here, and he said, if you define the problem correctly, you almost have the solution. And this is a great example when we are talking about big implementations. For big companies, this is quite different because we do the functional analysis, but then I highly suggest you to do a gap analysis. I know that sometimes it's a lot of extra work, but you can charge for these specific hours. And at the end, for the client, it's better because you can avoid to have heavy customizations if you do a really good gap analysis. Then you can confirm the feasibility of the project. And at the end, you can have a real planification and budget of the project. And last but not least, in your proposal, send not only the implementation services, which is one shot and one payment that they're going to do to you. Also send a maintenance service so you can have a recurrent revenue every month or every year. Keeping your clients happy with your services, they will keep your maintaining service, and you're going to have a revenue that is coming. And every month you're going to have revenue that is coming from those services. So also, another way to create recurring revenue is to offer Odoo SH. Remember that we have commissions over Odoo SH, and if they use that, so you're going to have more revenue coming every month. So I think we already talked about learn, brand, and grow. And it has been a lot of information in such like small time, but I would like to give you 11 tricks to keep growing. The first one is, remember there are different sales channels. Don't focus just on the leads that come from Odoo. Remember that you have your own contacts, that you have marketing strategies, that you can send emails, that you have social media. So remember that you have different ways to sell. Trust your account manager. Have a great relationship with your account manager. Remember that we have been doing this for a really long time, so include us in your calls, in your demos. Ask to us so we can make calls directly to your clients when you see that they are doubt to do the final step. Sometimes when people feel that we are calling from headquarters, they feel more comfortable with the product and they take the final decision. Do demo. Don't set a quotation without doing a demo. This is the only way that our prospects can realize what is for real Odoo. Personalize the message that you want to say. And remember to keep a flow in the presentation and start with the module that they have like as a big problem. Send a clear proposal. Include the Gantt diagram. Talk about the modules, the times, and resources that they are going to use in each stage. Learn through your internal implementation. Make mistakes in there. Also, while you are doing your internal implementation, you will find some gaps. And this is when I recommend you to use the Success Pack or the consultants that we have inside Odoo. This is a great resource, not only for your own implementations, but also for the future ones. Because sometimes you don't know something in specific, but you have a consultant that has a lot of experience on Odoo. So you can send them questions, and you can just use part of the hours that you have in your package. Remember that on the first package, you have 30% of discount, and this basically will help you to save time of your own team. Start small with a small project, 5, 10 users, and then you can go and fish big. I have been seeing a lot of partners that they want to start with 100 users, 200 users on the first year, and they spend a whole year on that project and they don't see a revenue on being partner. And next year, they are doubt about if they really want to renew or not. So keep learning with the small projects. I love this one, and I call this one the big bang approach. Odoo is so extensive. We have a lot of modules. And if you see this as, okay, this is the company, I want to implement everything, sometimes the client is going to get scared. So the idea is that you can start with the main modules that they are looking right now for some processes, and then you expand. You look for upsells. You look for second stages, for second phases in the implementation, and then you can cover the whole company. Upgrade your clients as we upgrade our versions. Don't stay in V8. Our clients deserve something better, and that's why we are working really hard every year to give you a new version. So keep them also evolution with us. Don't reinvent the wheel. I love this one. Someone already working a lot of things that you are needing or looking right now. So go to the App Store, look for different options. Sometimes you have couple models that are developed by different partners of different people. Look for the reviews. How many people have been using this specific model? That's a great way that you can test which model is good or not. Remember, sell not only the implementation, but also recurring services. Do a good follow-up with your clients. They will keep you in a monthly basis. Call them sometimes to see how they're doing, how are they with their implementation, even if they already finished the implementation and they don't have a maintenance service. Whenever they are going to need something, if you have been there just sending an email or saying hi, they will call you again. So keep feeding those clients with calls or emails once in a while. And last but not least, keep learning. Learn is something, it's a process that you cannot stop with Odoo, because we are launching new features all the time. Participate in our webinars, participate in the Odoo experience, connect with other partners, get in touch with a lot of people, because we are a community. And as a community, we evolve all the time. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm open to help you with all the questions that you have. And the third one is keep going, keep calling prospects, keep sending proposals, never stop, and in that way you can get more opportunities.
It's a numbers game, right? The more, the better. Mm-hmm. And a good segue to that is this other question we get regarding leads. Does Odoo give their partners leads?
Yes, you receive leads from Odoo. The leads that you received are from people that register in our website and they did the trial, which means that it's a good lead, basically just because there is someone that maybe is interested in. But to be honest, more than 60% of the deals that we close are from leads that the partners have. Because these are leads that they are local leads. They are people that they are connected with them in some or other way. They have personal references. So it's more like one-on-one relationship, and those kind of leads are easier to close more than the ones that come from Odoo. So I always encourage my partners to work with those.
All right. All right. And this one is more regarding marketing. They're asking if They're asking specifically for 3 action items that they can integrate to boost their marketing.
Oh, this is an important one. I think first one is to have a good website with the correct SEO that where people can look online for Odoo partners and the country, and they can find you. The second one is to be social. Have your social media connected with Odoo. Talk about Odoo. Repost things. Create your own content. And the third one, email marketing campaigns, like 101 things.
All right. It doesn't matter what region they are, right?
No, it's basically the speak marketing at the end is the same. And the numbers that I show in the presentation are from the whole world. So it's basically the conversion rates are higher with referrals, with emails, social marketing, and your website. So those are like the 4 things that you can work with.
Got it. All right. So then they're asking us about how to improve their skills and specifically certification. How many times can they take the test?
So if you buy the certification, you have just 1 try to present it. But you can try and you can learn how is the test with the sample test that we have. The sample test, you can present it as many times as you want. But the real certification is 1 time per sales order.
All right, great. Then, okay, this is a repeated question about the recipe for success or to grow faster. Would you like to repeat that one again for us?
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. So basically it's to go back to the presentation, check the 11 tricks, but it's important for you to learn what you are selling, to be social and talk, like create your own brand and spread the word that you are an Odoo partner. And the third one is reach opportunities, reach clients, call your leads. We have a lot of partners that they have the leads that we send them and they never call them. And they are losing opportunities. For me, in my personal case, I call 10 leads. Maybe I can reach 2, but there are 2 that I didn't have a day before. Mm-hmm. So just keep calling and keep reaching people in the people that you know in your network.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we don't have any more time. Everyone, stay tuned for other talks and Odoo Experience. And Jimena, thanks again for your talk.
Thank you.